11. A lot of people have asked that I explain my strategy, which I think I must have done that earlier on. Although I've refined my strategy even after that, but it's still of the same idea. So I have a Notion notes where I put all my strategies for different type of setups: reversal zones, trend continuation, breakouts, and momentum breakouts. But the one I use the most is I trade reversals the most. And what I do is I wait for price to reach a swing high or low. It should form a rejection, get at either buyers or seller zone. And I just look out to catching a reversal setup after liquidity gap. So most of the time prices moves this way, moves like this. Okay, most of the time prices moves like this, moves this way. Maybe it's now start coming down, um, or maybe once now start going up, going up, going up, going up. So what I do most of the time is I always target swing positions. What I mean by swing positions is these positions where price breaks, where there's always a stop. You get positions like this. I target these positions if I want to trade reversals. So what I do is most of the time I just look for the if price is moving uptrend, I look for the highest swing position where I know that yes, there's a high possibility for price to reverse. So I wait for price to get to that swing position. Yet when price gets to the swing position, is at this point I will target a reversal. And when prices get to the swing position, I don't take my reversal immediately. I don't take it immediately. What I do is I have some series of confirmations before I enter my reversal. And the first thing I do when price gets to my point is I the first thing I do is I wait for a rejection candle. That's maybe I can get something like a hammer, get something like a hammer with a wick above, something like a hammer with a wick above. But I wait for a candle like this. But let me use a green candle or a red candle. As the price is moving up, is going up, and this this black line was previously a swing position. I'll wait for price to cross in here, get, and maybe give me something like a inverted hammer, or I can wait for price to go up, go up, and maybe then form something like uh, an hammer at this position. A reversal candle is always the first confirmation at I look out for when I want to trade my reversal. That's the first thing I look at. Then uh, sometimes even when prices get to swing positions, there are sometimes that it breaks the swing positions and continue. There are sometimes it does that. So for me to avoid being stopped, get, by price is breaking my swing position, what I do is I wait for a confirmation candle. That's after getting a reversal candle. Now your reversal candle can be either a it can either be a it can either be a doji, it can either be a doji, or it can be a spinning candle. It can be a spinning candle, or it can be a pin bar. It can be a pin bar, or pin bar and hammer, or it can be a inverted pin bar or an hammer. Any one of them. These are my reversal candles. This is my first confirmation. So when I get these reversal candles, what I do is I wait for confirmation that yes, sellers are already in the market. Get. So what I do is I wait for a reversal pattern of this to cross. So when I see that I get a red candle like this, yes, this is evening star pattern. That's when I enter the next trade for a sell. And I try to make sure that the candle forms a new low. Before I enter the market for a sell downwards. That's what I do. The same way goes to if you are trying to enter in the opposite side, like in the opposite position. So let me draw that. Let's say we have our line here. And price is falling really hard. It's coming down, it's falling. Why this? I either wait for a rejection candle, which is something like this. Either I get an hammer, or I get a inverted hammer, or I get a doji. Anyone, just a rejection candle. Then when I get a rejection candle, that's my first confirmation. It is not my entry confirmation. My next confirmation is to wait for buyers presence. That buyers should come and break. Buyers have to break this week and form a new high here. Then I enter in the next position up. So that's just my strategy. Very, very simple. This is how to trade reversal. But please, reversals is best trade at the lowest or highest swing point. You get, or not just say swing at swing highs or swing lows. That's the best place to trade reversals. You don't just trade it at any point of any point of the market, unless you are trading it while following the trend. Yeah, that one is for trend continuation. I'll explain how to take the trade using trend continuation later. So after this, I'm going to make a video explaining trend continuation later on. So let's go on taking trades with this pattern in my next video.